Kia ora, welcome and Happy New Year. It is so great to have you here as we kick off 2025 together on New Year's Day. Well, especially if you're listening to this podcast on the day that it drops. For me, this is the perfect time to pause, reflect, and set intentions for the year ahead. And that's exactly what today's episode is all about: growth. Growth in your business, growth in your life, and growth with your impact. Because there's one thing that I know for sure, and that is growth doesn't happen by accident. It takes clarity, it takes intention, and a plan that aligns with your unique values and vision. So in this episode, I thought I would share 5 essential ingredients to help you plan for meaningful growth in 2025. Whether you're just starting out with your business journey or you're scaling a thriving business, these steps will guide you towards a year of purpose-driven progress. Kia ora and welcome to Business Your Way. I'm your host, Sandra Julian, a certified business coach with over 2 decades of experience in building and scaling businesses. Over that time, I've learned that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to business success. What matters is finding the approach that works for you. So this podcast is all about helping you scale your service-based business with strategies that align with your soul and your values. I want to help you drop that hustle culture and focus on more sustainable, soul-aligned growth. I invite you to join me in each episode for insights and actionable steps that will work for you. Let's make your business feel right for you in a way that truly fits with your life and the life that you want to live. Alrighty, let's dive into all of the juiciness of this episode. So when we think about growth, it's easy to jump straight into goal setting and planning. But if we skip the setup, if we don't take time to reflect and dream and strategize, and without a doubt, those are my favorite pieces, if we don't do those things first, it's likely that the goals that you set will be more like resolutions. And we all know that resolutions are usually dead in the bin by the end of January. So we have to know where we've come from to know where we're going to. I also know that if we don't do this reflection piece first, we risk setting goals that just don't stick or they just don't serve us. So that's why today's episode, I thought it would be very timely to set the stage for intentional growth. And I believe that intentional growth always starts with reflection because, like I said earlier, understanding where you've been is the key to knowing where you want to go. And then once we've done that, we'll explore how to align your goals with what truly matters to you in your season of life or your season of business. And then by the end of this episode, you'll have actionable steps to move into 2025 with clarity, focus, and momentum. So let's talk about the 5 ingredients that can help you design a year of meaningful growth. Each one is a building block for success. Each one builds on the previous. And when they are combined, they create a solid foundation for scaling your business and enriching your life. So let's start with ingredient number 1. And you guessed it, it's about not missing the lessons from 2024. So before you get all excited about setting new goals, we have to pause for a moment and take stock of the year that's just ended. Reflect on what went well, what didn't go so well, and what did you learn along the way. A couple of questions to ask yourself might be, what are the accomplishments I'm proud of? And what setbacks taught me some valuable lessons? One of my favorite mantras is, We win or we learn. We never fail, we never lose, we just win or we learn, which is why I like that question. What setbacks taught you some valuable lessons? Because when you learn the lesson, you can make improvements. So this process isn't about dwelling on the past, it's about gaining insights that will guide you to the future. So you might have had some really tough times and some really big challenges, but don't dwell on what went wrong. Just take the learnings that you took away from that incident and then move them into the future. How are you going to take that learning and grow from it? I've got a free resource called the Business Review and Reset Workbook that will help you dive into this a little more. You can download that at sandrajulian.co/review. This is quite a comprehensive workbook which will help you review all the areas of your business, from your goals that you had at the beginning of 2024 to your financials, to all of your attract, nurture, convert and grow and deliver strategies. You'll look at all of your numbers and your statistics across the business so that you can identify the trends and the areas where there's an opportunity to grow or where your focus needs to go in 2025. So go grab that workbook, sandrajulian.co/review. All right, ingredient number 2, connect with what you truly want in 2025. Because growth is only meaningful when it aligns with your values and your aspirations. So take some time to connect with what you really want for the year ahead. What brings you joy? What fills your cup? What would make you excited about maintaining momentum in the new year? So whether it's scaling your business, creating more balance, or amplifying your impact, anchor your goals into your deepest desires, which is the easiest path to success. Because when you're anchored in those desires, you will find that your momentum will come a little easier than it would otherwise if the goals aren't really anchored in something that you truly desire. And I believe that before we can manifest anything into reality, we have to first know what it is that we truly desire and what we are asking the universe to co-create with us. Because everything is energy. And when you put the energy out into the world, because you are chasing your dreams and they are truly aligned to what you want in your life, then the energy around us helps. It collaborates with us and it creates more momentum than we ever imagined possible. So get really clear and connect with what you really want in the year ahead. Not what you think is the right thing to be doing in your business, not what you think you should be doing. I want you to remove all the shoulds and really anchor yourself in what you truly want. And that could be different to every other business. No other business around you could be doing what you're doing, because what you are doing is anchored in what you want, what you desire, and what brings you joy. So that's ingredient number 2, connect with what you truly want. Ingredient number 3, set actual goals, not resolutions. Because resolutions often fade because they lack clarity and they're not really anchored or connected to what you're really willing to commit to. So instead of resolutions, I'd recommend using a smarter framework to clarify your goal. The smarter framework is part of the full focus system, and smarter stands for specific, measurable, actionable, risky, time-bound, exciting, and relevant. And it's these last 2 pieces of this smarter framework that I believe makes all the difference. Well, definitely for me anyway. Because your goals have to be exciting and they have to be relevant to the season that you're in. So that's why I really like the smarter goal framework rather than the SMART goal framework. That seems to be a bit more rigid in my opinion. So when a goal is exciting and it's relevant, now we can anchor that into, our plans for the year ahead. So for example, if you are setting a goal, you might want to say, I want to grow my business to 500,000 by the end of the year. Now that's an okay goal and it fits the SMART goal framework. But if we tried something a little different in the way that we framed the goal using the smarter goal framework, it might sound like this. I'll onboard 3 new clients each quarter by refining my referral strategy. Now that sounds a little bit clearer. It's got a lot more intentionality and you can take action on it. You know how you're going to take action on it. And you also know by onboarding 3 new clients every quarter, your business is going to grow. Now, if you onboarded 3 new clients every quarter in 2024, you might increase this figure. You might say, I want to onboard 5 new clients every quarter by refining my referral strategy and investing in paid advertising. So really get clear on that goal. And when you're doing this exercise, when you're setting your goals, I would recommend no more than 3 to 5 annual goals. And if you set them using that example that I just gave you, you can see how clear that is and how you can turn that into action and how that can take you all year to be working on and refining and getting better at. You're focused on that goal all year long. So that's why you only need 3 to 5 annual goals. These should be lofty enough that they feel slightly unachievable, meaning that they're going to stretch you. And they should also align with your big, hairy, audacious goal, your big vision for your business. Your annual goals should always be heading towards that bigger picture. To help you set your annual goals, I like to first identify your areas of improvement in your business. Now, when I sat down and did this, it was 2 pages long. I had all of the areas of improvement in my business that I wanted on a dream list, really. It wasn't part of my annual goal setting. It was part of my, 5-year plan. If I was looking at where my business was in 5 years, what were all of the areas of my business that I would want to improve? So that's how I started. And that's how I like to start, with a shopping list of areas of improvement. And then from there, you can take some of those areas of improvement and turn them into your annual goals. And then you park the rest. You'll come to the rest a little later on, but you just choose 3 to 5 areas of improvement, turn them into your annual goals. And this is one of the exercises I show you how to do in my workshop, Clarity and Focus. This workshop isn't just another goal-setting workshop, because there is 1,000,001 of those available to you on the internet. And you're a smart business person. You don't need someone to show you how to set goals, right? But why I have done this workshop and why I offer this workshop is because it uses a different methodology. It uses a methodology that I applied in my event agency that took me from overwhelm to sold. It was the methodology that I wasn't following anybody else's recipe. I was looking at, what is my business? What is my business doing? What does my business need? What should I focus on first? So this workshop helps you create your annual plan with your goals. Then it shows you how to break them down into quarterly plans. And everything is focused on that big, hairy, audacious goal and your shopping list of improvements that you want to make in your business. Because once you make those, you know you're going to hit your big, hairy, audacious goal. So if you want to go and get this workshop, work your way through it, work your way through the workbook, and get some clarity on focus as to what you should be doing in 2025 to grow your business, enrich your life, and have a bigger impact, then head on over to sandrajulian.co/clarity-focus. So again, sandrajulian.co/clarity-focus. All right, let's move on to ingredient number 4. And this is all about making a flexible plan, because planning doesn't need to be perfect and it doesn't need to be fixed in stone. If you think about your plan as a flexible roadmap, a bit like a GPS app, you set your destination, but you're ready to make adjustments when there are roadblocks or when there is roadworks. So you can't predict that everything that's going to happen in the next year. The best you can do is set your roadmap, set your plan, but then be flexible so when you need to change, you can just, make a slight turn right and keep going. I personally like to plan by quarter. This gives me the flexibility I need because each quarter I can set 3 to 5 focus areas which directly relate to my annual goals. Then each focus area is broken down into 30, 60, and 90-day outcomes that I want to achieve. Then you can take those outcomes and you can plug them into your project management tool and start ticking them off. And why I like quarterly plans is that it keeps my roadmap flexible, because at every quarter I'm reflecting on the quarter that was and planning for the next quarter, looking at my annual goals and seeing what needs to happen next. What did I learn from the last quarter? What can I take into the next quarter? All still while being focused on that annual goal, those annual goals and your annual plan. Then once you've got your annual plan done, you've mapped that out into 30, 60, 90-day outcomes, then you use your 3x3 tool to work on your tasks every day. And it's when you can work on your quarterly plan by ticking off tasks every day, you're going to achieve that annual goal without even realizing it, by just being intentional and sticking to the plan. And again, if you want to dive deeper into this and know how to use the 3x3 tool, then go grab my Clarity and Focus workshop, sandrajulian.co/clarity-focus. I will walk you through creating a quarterly plan that will get you results. And then I'll show you how to use the 3x3 tool that will have you working on your business every day. So it'll take you away from working in your business and getting buried by all the busy work to working on your business so you can see the growth that you want. Alrighty, moving right along. Ingredient number 5. Don't try and do it alone, because growth thrives in community. So surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you. This might be a mentor, a mastermind group, an accountability partner. It comes down to how you like to work. Are you someone who thrives on being in a community environment? Or are you someone who thrives with one-on-one attention? The question to ask yourself is, who do you want in your corner this year? And you might want both. So you might join a local business network to have a bit more of a community environment, but you might also engage a business coach so you can have the one-on-one attention to keep the momentum in your business, and then to be a sounding board for how you're going and the ideas that you've got and the roadblocks that you hit and the challenges you come up against. So again, ask yourself, who do you want to have in your corner this year? If you are someone like me who thrives on one-on-one attention, you might want to come talk to me specifically about your business and how working together and being coached and mentored by me in 2025 will work for you. I've got a couple of options depending on your needs. You could consider the Pulse Check coaching package I have, or the business transformation mentorship that might work for you better. Either way, I encourage you to go check out them both at sandrajulian.co/coaching. Set yourself up for success in 2025 by having someone in your corner. Get in community, get a business coach or a mentor, and hit your goals. Set yourself up for success. You do not have to do this alone. Alrighty, as we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this. Growth doesn't just happen. It's something we create with intention and action. It starts with clarity about where you've been and where you want to go. And it flourishes when you align your actions with your values and your goals. This is your year, my friend. 2025 holds so much potential, but how you step into this year is up to you. How you step into your potential is up to you. When you approach your growth with intentionality, by reflecting, by setting goals that matter, and building the right systems and support around you, you create the space for something truly extraordinary to take place. So here's my challenge to you. Choose one ingredient we've talked about today and take action on it. Maybe it's downloading the Business Review and Reset workbook and reflecting on 2024. Maybe it's identifying one big goal for 2025 and using the SMARTER goal framework to clarify it. Or perhaps it's reaching out to someone who inspires you to build a stronger support network. Whatever you choose, take the first step. Growth starts with action. If you found this episode helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you could share it with a friend or post it on your social media. And when you post it on socials, don't forget to tag me. I'm sandrajulian.co on Facebook and Instagram. Because I really want to see how you're planning for your growth this year. And if you're ready to take things further in 2025 and step into your full potential, please go ahead, explore the resources that I've shared in this episode and the mentorships that are available to you at sandrajulian.co/coaching. I would love to partner with you and be by your side as you step into your full potential and make this year your year to grow. Thank you for joining me today. Let's make 2025 the year we grow with intention, purpose, and impact. Until next time, my friend, keep building your business your way.